Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here, and today people, we got another deck profile. Today we're going to be doing Astral's deck, his ceremonial deck. So the way I designed this deck is obviously based on the ceremonial duel he had with Yuma, so it's going to obviously include all the hopes and as many of the numbers as possible, right, because he has over 100 numbers. He has 100, well, more than 100 because of the Chaos Forms, but yeah, he has a lot of number monsters. So Astral didn't have a lot of monsters in the deck, okay? He just didn't. He had none. He just used a bunch of spell cards and trap cards, and that's it. So I'm pretty much kind of making it up as I go along. I kind of took inspiration, once again, from the ceremonial duel between Yuki and Atem, where they kind of split their decks in half and decided to use kind of different strategies. So I kind of took that same inspiration for this as well. So Yuma, he uses a lot of the Gaga, Dodo, Go, Automatopoeia archetype, right? He uses a lot of those monsters, and then the non-number monsters, obviously. And then for Astral, I basically just gave him what was kind of left over, you know, so like Goblinberg and Kage and whatever other monsters that are fast enough to come onto the field, because let's be real, he's mostly just summoning Hope Utopia onto the field and then ranking up and doing that. That's mostly what he's going to be doing. So I just added a bunch of level 4s in the deck basically that were left over. I think I added one copy of Gaga Magician and then one Dodo monster, and that's it. But for the most part I just added whatever was left and whatnot. But yeah, that's the inspiration behind the deck. This is TCG only, so there's no anime cards in there. So all the cards you saw him using the anime, I don't have them here. I wanted to try to build a TCG version so that you can build it obviously in the TCG and also in Master Duel. So feel free to build this deck in Master Duel and try it out. It's decent, it's pretty good. If you can just get Hope out onto the field and just start ranking up, it kind of goes along the way, but it just all matters if you get Hope out of the way. Anyway, let's get into the deck profile. So, to start off, we have a copy of Astral Karibo. So this is Astral's own version of Karibo. He didn't use it in the anime, obviously. They created this many years after. But this is a very good card. It's specifically made to help him summon his number monsters. You can basically reveal this card from your... you could reveal a number monster from your extra deck and then special summon this card from your hand, and then it becomes the same level as the rank of the revealed monster. So it's so flexible to get stuff on the field. What he really needs is more monsters like this, like Astral monsters that represent some of Yuma's monsters that have different effects that help you summon into number monsters. If they made more of these, it would be good. But yeah, this card is it's just so good for Xyz summoning, and its last effect also says a number Xyz monster that was special summoned using this card on the field as material gains its effect cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. So it gives it protection too. So this is just so good. I love this card. It's very cute, and it just makes it like if you can draw it turn 1, you're pretty much kind of set to go off and do what you need to do and whatnot. And then we got Astraltopia. This card is also very good, but he does kind of, in order to special summon him, you do kind of have to have an Xyz monster on the field already. But even if not, you could just normal summon this card and then send another card from your hand to the graveyard to add an Xyz, Zale, or number spell trap from your deck to your hand. So it kind of searches whatever you kind of need. So you could literally, if you draw both of these in the hand in the same turn, special summon this card, let's say make it a level 4 by revealing Utopia, right? And then you normal summon Astraltopia, you discard a card, you search, and then you overlay the both of them to summon Utopia or Utopia Double, whatever, and then you can start searching and ranking up and doing whatever you gotta do. So these two cards are right here. That unfortunately, these are the only 2 Astral cards that they made for him, so hopefully they make more in the future that kind of resemble some of Yuma's other monsters, but that's what he needs to make this deck feel more authentic to himself, astral forms of Yuma's classic monsters. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We have one copy of Gaga Magician. Yuma had 2 copies, so I gave one of them to Astral because this can, you know, manipulates levels from 1 to 8, so it can make Xyz summoning good for the numbers. And then we have Goblinberg. We have 3 copies of Toy Knight in there, right? We just spam a bunch of level 4s. We have Kage, we have Bowblader, we have Tasuke Knight, we have Tatakawa Knight, we have Gentle Mandler, we have Doggy Diver, we have Garan Duram, and then we have Gone by the Night. Those are all the level 4s I added in there. I think that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different level 4s. So if you don't draw level 4, I mean, you just have really bad luck. Just have really, really bad luck. Actually, this is not a level 4, but he can become a level 4, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so there we go. Those are those monsters right there. Then I have Dodo the Buster and Gila Gila Lancer for the level 6s, so you can go for a rank 6 as well in there. And he can also become a level 4. Then we have Swordsman of Revealing Light is a level 8, so you know you can. They attack you, you can summon this onto the field, and then Astral Karibo next turn, reveal a rank 8, special summon this card as a level 8, and then overlay for a rank 8, a number monster rank 8, obviously. But yeah, so that's pretty much the vision behind why that's in there. Then we have Bacon Saver. Obviously, it's your Necro Gardener, so I just added that in there. And then we have Chow Chow Chan. This is the last monster. It's kind of a hand trap that stops trap cards or normal trap cards, so like Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This will negate, those kind of cards during the battle phase. And then I think it destroys it, right? Yeah, it destroys that card. So that will come in handy. It's just a fun little hand trap. And that is pretty much it for the monsters. All right, so for the spell cards, we have Rising Sun Slash, a Utopia, equip spell. We have Zale Construct. I added this in there because it searches out the rank up magic cards, the rank down magic cards. There are no Zale weapons in this deck because remember, you can only use the Zale weapons when Yuma and Astral are fused together to make, in their Zale form, and then you can have access to the Zale weapons specifically. Both of them can Shining Draw without the Zale form, but neither of them are able to use the Zale weapons or Zale servers unless they're in Zale form. So keep that in mind. So that's why there's no Zale weapons in there, no Zale servers. It's because it's Astral by himself. And that's why. But yeah, feel free to add it if you want to. If you're like, yeah, I don't really care about that, and I just want to add the Zale weapons because it's Utopia and it makes Utopia OP. Good. By all means, use it if you want. I didn't because I felt like it wasn't authentic to what the show represented. But yeah, so we got Zale Construct to search for the rank up magics. And speaking of, we have rank up magic Limited Variance Force. We have Numeron Force. We have Astral Force. And then we have Utopia Force right there. This is a very powerful card that allows you to summon the brand new rank 12 Utopia monster, which we'll get into later. And then we have Zale and Trust right there, to special summon one of your Utopias back to the field from the graveyard. And then we have Xyz Chain Tactics. This will allow you to keep drawing cards the more that you keep, ranking up and Xyz changing to your Utopia forms. Then we have Overlay Network right here. I added this in here because it's just a generic Xyz card. It's a continuous spell card. You could target one of your face-up monsters and special summon another one with the same level from your hand or graveyard in defense, and then you can go for your Xyz summons, obviously. And then it can also target an Xyz monster you control and add one of its attached cards to the hand, so you can reuse a lot of the overlay units into your hand to keep doing more stuff. So I added that in there. And then we have Double or Nothing because you need to have this card in there for the combo with Utopia, and you need to have this in there for the Utopia double combo because you need to have a copy of this in order to use the effect. So that's in there. And then finally, Monster Reborn. That's pretty much it for the spell cards. Next, for the trap cards, we have Xyz Reborn, we have Utopian Aura, we have Memory Loss, for a monster effect negate. We have Damaged Diet, so you can survive a little bit longer. We have Numbers Wall. So this is not a card that Yuma ever used, but this is a numbers support trap card that I added in there because obviously this is an Astral only deck and he runs only numbers, so I figured adding spells and traps that specifically work with number monsters would be good. So Numbers Wall is in here, which gives them protection from card effects and cannot be destroyed by battle except with another number monster, which is basically the anime effect. So yeah, so there you go. That's Numbers Wall. We have the Door of Destiny. We have the Deal of Destiny. Then we have Unbreakable Xyz Barrier. This is a new trap card. And then we have Numbers Protection right there. So there we go. Those are all the monsters, spells, and traps for Astral's deck. And we're going to hop into the extra deck. Okay, for the extra deck, we already know where this is going, right? We're going to start off with number 39, Kibo Hope or Utopia for the dubbed, right? And then we have Hope Double right here. And then we have Hope Rising. This works with the other number monsters as well. And then we have Hope Ray. We have Hope Ray Victory, we have Hope Ray V, and then we have Beyond the Hope, or Utopia Beyond for the dubbed. But yeah, so yeah, we have Beyond the Hope, one of my favorites, and then we have Hope Dragon. Then we have Hope Dragnar, the new number 99 Hope Dragnar, the new rank 12. This is a powerful monster. This when this is on the field, you can detach 2 materials from this card as a quick effect on either player's turn to special summon any number monster from 1 to 100 from your extra deck. Any one that you want, right? And then if you have the rank up magic spell card, the Hope Force over here, if you have this card, Rank Up Magic Hope Force, after you rank it up to summon this guy, when you summon a number monster from the extra deck while this card is in the graveyard, you can attach it to that monster. So you can use Dragnar's effect to bring out, let's say, number... you could bring out number 99, right? So you could bring out number 99, and then you can activate this effect to attach it from the graveyard to it, so now it has a material. And yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. That's the effect. It's very strong, very powerful, allows you to bring out any number monster that you want from the extra deck. And then on top of that, it has another effect that when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change that attacking monster's attack to 0. So another very good effect. But the first effect is what people are using it the most for. So you can bring out any number monster you feel like it and then attach the rank up to it. And then now you just have a busted card. You could use that in combination right here with number 100, which is also in the extra deck. But we'll get into that in a second. Alright, so that's it. That's Dragnar right there. And then for the rest of the cards, we have number 100 Numeron Dragon. This is the rank 1. So you could, summon Dragnar. You could summon Numeron Dragon with Dragnar, and then Dragnar will gain, I think, 1,000 attack points. You can detach a material. This card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all monsters on the field times 1,000. So this is a rank 1, and this is a rank 12. So that's 13 times 1,000. Yeah, that's 13,000. 13,000 attack points on this card just by doing this combo. So it's very strong, very OP, very crazy. But yeah, so that's it right there. There's a lot of other combos you can do with this deck with the number monsters. So there's like I said, there's 100 numbers plus the chaos monsters. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do. So I'm not going to go through every possibility. You guys have fun and figure out all the different possibilities. I don't have the breath for that. I don't have the breath for it. Anyway, then we have number 61 of Volcasaurus for a pop and burn. We have number 25 for Force Focus. We have number 11 Big Eye. And then for the final two, I added this as a representation of Shark and Kaito, obviously, because, he did in the final duel also use Shark and Kaito's aces because they're number monsters. He used Shark Drake right here. You can also use Abyss Splash if you want because that also counts as one of his numbers. And then we have number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon right there. So I added that as a representation of Shark and Kaito. So pretty cool stuff. Whew. Anyway, yeah, I'm running out of breath here. So for the side deck, like I said, you can kind of do whatever you want, but if you want to make this deck faster and stronger, like I said, I didn't add any of the Gagaga Dododo monsters and all that other stuff because I wanted it to not be a copy of Yuma's deck. But if you want to make this deck faster, that's what you should do. You can add Utopic Automatopoeia, right? And then you can add Gagaga Coat, you can add Dodo the Glove, and then obviously whatever other Gagaga Dodo monsters you want to add in there and replace some of the weaker level 4s in the deck with some of those, and then bam, the deck is a lot faster and more consistent and more smooth, right? So yeah, you can add those if you just want to make the deck faster. And then there's Xyz Agent, there's a Light Wing Shield, or Moon Barrier, there's Xyz Lay, there is Generation Force, there's Xyz Shift, there's Level Lifter, there's Xyz Reception, and then I added Rank Down Magic Numeron Force in there. I didn't add Hope Roots in the main deck because it's not very good, and the only way to really use it well is with the Zale weapons, and since they're not in the deck, I felt like Hope Ray Roots wouldn't really work in this, but in the Zale build I can add it. Then we have Xyz Veil, another, protection for Xyz monsters, and then we have Number Overlay Boost, and then the extra deck, yeah, we just have Hope Roots right there, and that's pretty much it. And then I have number 6 Chronowly, and then number 66 Master Key Beetle. But you can add whatever Xyz monsters that you want in the extra deck, whatever numbers from 1 through 100 that you want, whatever strategies you want to try out. Feel free to build it however you like. Alright, so that's the deck profile right there for you guys. Like I said, feel free to make whatever changes you like. This was my vision for the deck. It is pretty strong. It's okay. Not as strong as the Yuma build because it's a lot more consistent and a lot faster. But like I said, if you want to make this deck faster and more consistent, just add those Gaga Dodo monsters and blah 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 in the deck to make it faster, and that's it. And then it'll fix the issues right away. And then you can add some of Yuma's other strong spells or traps in there if you want to just mix stuff in there. But yeah, so I will be doing another build, which is going to be a Zale build. So it's going to have the Zale weapons, the Zale servers, and it's going to be just all the most powerful cards in his deck. Probably the most strongest ultimate version of his Hope deck I can build. So we'll see when I get done with that as I work on the build. But anyway, God bless you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Many more deck profiles coming soon. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Gotcha. Peace.